Ladies and gentlemen, welcome one and all to Slay the Spire. It's been a while since I've done one of these Slay the Spire videos. I forgot the name of the game, right? This is going to be a little different though, because as you may see in the corner down here, we're running some mods. Now, base mod and STS-lib are just like, well, as they say, they're base libraries, but that one is what we're going to be focusing on today, the Slimebound mod, because now we get to play Slay the Spire as a slime. Woo! And the slime has the least starting HP of any of the characters, so your 80, 70, 75. He starts at 60. And the Slimebound kind of focuses on a lot of really like zero cost exhaustible cards. So the way I see it, the Slimebound is actually meant to have a much bigger deck than the others do. Probably a prime target for was it Mind Blast or whatever, the one that deals damage based on your deck size. So we're going to play a game with the Slimebound today. It's a rogue minion of the Spire. Rogue minion of the Spire. Greetings, giant whale thing. Was it Nyout or something? I don't know. Right. Now, normally I go for the enemies in your next 3 combats have 1 HP because, well, it's just... I personally think that the Slimebound starts off quite slow, so it's quite useful to get through those first few fights, especially if there's an elite. I mean, if there's an elite, then we're pretty much sorted. Transform a card, I don't trust that, it's too random. Lose all gold, max HP plus 12, that could be quite useful given how little we have so far. Although I do have a very specific strategy for the Slimebound, and that involves cutting my HP in half, so, you know. Lose starting relic, obtain a random boss relic. No, we need the relic, the Heart of Goo, we start with. It spawns a random slime at the start of each combat. At the end of combat, for each spawned slime, heal 3 HP. So I'll explain spawning later, but yeah, that is extremely useful. It's pretty much our only source of health at the moment. So I'm going to choose the enemies in 3 combats of less HP. Unfortunately, none of these take us into direct contact. Oh no, one of them takes us into direct contact with an elite, as long as these question marks are not enemies. Though I am tempted to go that way, just purely because of the amount of question marks. Question marks with this guy I've found are actually quite useful. It can produce some pretty good events. However, that path has 2 elites. We are going to end up getting wrecked if we try and fight 2 elites right now. So I'm actually more tempted to go this way. That actually has very little combat. If we go straight up the middle from here. Yeah, in comparison to the other branches, yeah, that has very little combat. Who are we fighting anyway? Hexaghost. Hexaghost is alright to fight. And the problem with the Slimebound as well is he's very reliant on skills. So if we fight the elite and it turns out to be the... Was it the Hob? I can't remember. Yeah, we're gonna get wrecked. So, yeah, we'll go up the middle path. Oh, it's these guys. Well... Okay. Right. Splitting. Or spawning, more specifically. It allows us to consume some of our HP and summon a slime. In that case, it was a random slime, but you do get more. You do get actual specific cards later on down the line. And they attack at the start of your turn. Though, obviously, we can just kill those both off easily. And at the end of it, combat, yeah, we heal for each one we have spawned. So, right, choose a card. It looks tasty. Deal 8 damage, add a random lick card to your hand if the enemy was slimed. So, slime, I'll explain in a minute. Slime Barrage, deal 4 damage, trigger all your slime's attacks. Divide and Conquer, deal 7 damage, split into a bruiser or acid slime, exhaust. Now, that one, I think the upgrade, if I remember correctly, yeah, deal 9 damage, split into a bruiser and acid slime. It's good for getting a lot of minions out quickly. So I'm going to take Divide and Conquer. You fall into a puddle. It's made of slime goop. Calmly, you bathe yourself as you bond with the goop, enjoying a moment of reprieve. Climbing out, you notice in the pool a pile of gold from unfortunate adventurers, along with a curious creature who seems to be attracted to the shiny metal. You can either gather gold, or, because with the Slimebound, who has unique interactions, we can regain a greed ooze, which is what we're going to do. That gives us an extra minion. You succeed in negotiating a deal with the creature to provide it with more shiny metal if it will aid you in your quests. You and your newfound friend exit the slime bath together. He does, however, nick 50 of your gold every time you go to a rest site. Though he does get more powerful for doing so, yeah. Right, Ominous Forge. You dug into a small hut. Inside you find what remains. You find what appears to be a forge. The smithing tools are covered with dust, yet a fire roars inside the furnace. You feel on edge. Upgrade a card in your deck. Obtain a special relic. What's the relic from the Ominous Forge? I've only just got back into playing Slay the Spire. I was only started playing it again yesterday, so... Upgrade a card. I'm tempted to play it to get the upgrade. If I had Darkstone Periupt, or how you pronounce it, then I might take pain, but... Create a card in your deck or obtain a special relic. Do we take the risk? This is where I wish I was live streaming, just because, well, mind you, I've got a shop next, so I'll just remove it. I would want to spend my gold on something a bit more useful. Nah, we'll get the relic. What is it? Warp Tongs. At the start of your turn, upgrade a random card in your hand for the rest of combat. Okay, that's pretty good. I will admit that's fairly decent. Right, let's remove that curse. Title off. I've got 43 gold left. So I can buy Split Bruiser, which I'm not going to. Proceed. Hopefully I get enough gold from this to upgrade my my happy little Greedoos over there. Isn't he cute? Right. There is no point in wasting HP. Well, I'll get it back, but yeah, I don't know. Entropic Brew. Fill all your empty potion slots with random potions. That could be useful after I've used all my potions on the boss. So these are the kind of attacks that I was referring to earlier when I said the zero cost things. It's actually classified as a skill, but I call it an attack anyway, because it's, you know, you're using it on the enemy, but whatever. Yeah, it's actually a skill. Apply for slimed, heal 2 HP, and exhaust. So the idea is that you use these, and then there's a very special card which allows you to sort of get the exhausted cards, zero cost cards back. I can't remember what it's called. But slime, basically, you deal extra damage depending on the amount of slime. So 4 slime equals 4 extra damage, and then heal for half of it, as you can probably read in the text at the side. So we're going to take that. I got 55, so I'm going to upgrade my Greed Ooze. And we're going to Smith, because I'm at full health. Divide and Conquer, yep, we're upgrading that, so we can get more minions out. Perfect. Oh goody! An enemy. Go away. Combo tackle, forward blockade, or tongue lash. Deal 3 damage, deals 3 additional damage for all your cards containing lick. I've only got 1, so far that's 6 damage. Split into a leeching or Mire slime. Gain 3 block plus 2 block for each of your spawn slimes. That's not too bad. Combo tackle, deal 10 damage and 3 damage to yourself. Upgrade a random card in your hand for the rest of combat. What's the upgrade for that? Upgrade 2 random cards and do an extra 2 damage. That again is more minions. That's just 2 extra damage. Technically. Depends on how many licks you have. That's quite a tough one, that is. Upgrading a card is useful, but it does do damage to yourself as well. I'll take the upgrade. Speaking of upgrade, should we upgrade that rejuvenating lick? That probably sounds quite useful. Or getting split down to 0, costing 0. Corrosive Spit, 6 slimed. But then upgrading Rejuvenating Lick just basically makes it a better Corrosive Spit, except it obviously Rejuvenating Lick exhausts. So you can only use it once. I'll probably go with the... No, I'll go with combo tackle, because upgrading 2 random cards, well, it just kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Chest, what do we got? 25 gold and a bag of marbles. Apply 1 vulnerable to all enemies. Very useful. No point going to the rest. Should we go to the rest site, or do I go to the guaranteed combat? No, let's upgrade another card. Why not? Rejuvenating Lick, probably. Or Split. No, we'll do Corrosive Spit, and I'll tell you why. So, these 2 exhaust, right? And upgrading them does not remove the exhaust. So we might as well try and upgrade those using our other ability. So I'm going to upgrade the Corrosive Spit. This is probably a really bad idea, but that's my logic. Oh. Hello. I can't afford anything. I can afford vicious tackle. That's not too bad. That is 2. Oh, I wish I had more gold. That Prepare Crush is actually quite good. And when I say quite good, I mean it's not actually that great, but it's fairly fun to use. I mean, Slime Crush, the ability, does a ton of damage and can get you out of some quite nasty scrapes. I think I killed, I think it's either a hob or a knob, I can't remember. Like the orcs from Warhammer 40,000. But yeah, he went down in like one of those and a bit of slime status or whatever. I came across like an arena fight sort of thing. A question mark. Prevent next time you'll be damaged by an enemy attack, losing your oldest slime instead. That's a fairly decent defensive power. I'm actually going to take that. Oh, hello. Right. Get out those 2. I can defend, and take no damage. So, I'll do that. And then my slimes will attack. And they do apply status effects. So he applies, the Mire Slime does 1 damage and applies 2 slimed. The Acid Slime does 2 damage and applies 1 poison. And the Greed and Bruisers just deal normal damage. So, right, let's increase the amount of slimed on him. Increase it even more, which means my strike now does 18 damage. And gain 8 block, and we take no damage again. I mean, we get vulnerable, but that's not going to do much good, is it? Okay, dokie. Leech Energy, Lake, or form a blockade.